Hey everybody, this is India with Bags and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you go ahead, hit that like button. I'm waiting. Go ahead and do that now. Before we get started with this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So today we are going to be talking about dress up your purse. And if you have been part of the handbag community for any stretch of time this year, you would have been seeing so many videos about Melody Cecile, the creator of Dress Up Your Purses, collections that have been coming out. All of them have been pre-ordered, they've been leather, and all the girls have been loving them. So, the girls and the guys. So we're going to talk about do a reveal basically of the Josette bag. So before I get started, I will show this one to you, show what it comes with. I'll also talk about how this bag stands up against 3 other small handbag companies that I purchased from this year as far as leather quality goes, as well as packaging. And then I will talk about my experience with the pre-order process. And then we'll close out with the reason I hesitated on purchasing this bag here, even though I had previously purchased from her company before. Yes, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so yes, I already showed the Josette here, which if you see Melissa Adams' Way, we have the same color bag. This one is very similar to the Hermes, like it's Melody Cecile's rendition of the Hermes, I keep wanting to say Lindy, the Hermes Picotin, which is a double strap bucket bag. There are differences, so it's not an exact, this is more like a dupe, basically. Okay, so it comes with 2 straps. The packaging is really good. The feet came covered, and the inside is a leather. It's an open thing, no pockets, none of that, and it's suede on the interior. And then you have these 2 rings here that y'all see them 2 rings here that you can use to attach the long strap so you can wear as a strap bag. And then you also have a more secure like closure with this thick daddy here that goes through the little loop to keep it closed when you want to. So that is the way around the bag. She has now come out with a burgundy. I think it's cute. And then to my knowledge, there's a black version. All right, so how does this compare? When I first got this out of the packaging, you could smell that it did smell like leather. It wasn't a heavy, strong leather smell, but it did have that scent. And then it came with a waft of a little bit of a chemically like smell towards the end. So you'd smell leather and then a little bit of chemical at the end. So that's kind of just my first impressions about it. The box was packaged really nicely, came sealed in plastic. The way that the packaging worked, oh, first off, let me see. My opinions about this bag. Sorry, I'm getting too excited. My opinions about the bag overall. This leather feels really good. It is soft. You can see it's squishy. I'm impressed. I'm pleasantly surprised and impressed. The suede interior feels very close, like a close second to one of my bags that I say creme de la creme. The suede interior is the best, and that is my Marc Jacobs multi-pocket oboe bag. That one is almost vintage. I think it came out in like 2003, 2008, somewhere around there. So good. This suede feels really good and close to it. My Sassy Jones bag that is a leather, this compared to that one as well as my Bryce Lane. Now my Bryce Lane is not lined in leather, it's lined in a cloth. Between the leather feels of those 3 bags, this one wins. So good. And then the interior of this one feels so much better than the Sassy Jones suede interior of that bag. Other than that, the one thing that I'm a big stickler on, and I would say I'm a snob with it, is going to be the hardware. I'm a hardware snob. I'm expecting at least for it to be the level of Coach or Kate Spade hardware. And I know, to be fair to smaller companies, at times they're not able to get that same type of quality hardware at the same price point. But that's just what I expect. I bought 2 SLGs a couple of years ago, and I like those SLGs to the point where I also ordered those same SLGs for my friends in a different kind of shape. Well, let me just go ahead and, I told you I was going in a certain order and I've kind of gotten out of order, but since we're on the topic, I did purchase these two items from Dress Up Your Purse previously. And while I do like these items, my issue with them was the hardware. See the hardware there? It's just not the best. And it was one of the reasons why I hesitated doing the pre-order. With the pre-order, you cannot cancel. And having not seen, like, this was my only experience with Dress Up Your Purse, I wasn't sure I wanted to go down the route of paying $200 and something for a bag. And I end up with hardware like this. I am pleasantly surprised because the hardware is much better. I did read that it was stainless steel. That is one of the pieces that sealed the deal. The other piece was that I reached out to Melissa Adams Wade in her community post and asked her, and she said the hardware was really good because she has several pieces from them. All right, now moving on to the shipping. Similar to how the Hopeful Minimalist had mentioned in one of her videos, the fact that when you place the order, Melody Cecile does a great job of giving you the details in the product description about how long it's going to take. But after about 4 weeks, you kind of forget you ordered something. And I had happened to do that. I ordered in July. About August came around mid-August, and I thought, didn't I order something? And then had to look up my emails and figure out when it was going to come. She was very detailed. I would say the only thing that I did not get an answer to, which I figured it would be this way, but it wasn't listed in there, which was that we would get an email confirmation with the tracking once it was shipped out. When you usually place an online order, that's what you get. But my concern was because there's such a large window between you placing the order and then it getting shipped, would that still happen? To confirm, it does. And what I also appreciate is that as it got closer to the time for when the set of pre-orders were going to ship, she did update the product page for that item for the Josette to say it will ship around September 25th, and it did. So actually it shipped a little bit earlier. So I will say overall, I was happy with the shipping experience, and she was very detailed with the information she provided. Overall, like I said, I do love the quality of this bag. I think that is really good, like I said. And I would say my one little complaint or improvement I would say about the Josette would be these straps. The straps are thick, they're sturdy, they're firm, which is great. However, when you're trying to carry it, which is like this, I feel like it should curve in a little bit to allow a more comfortable hand carry. I feel like when you do this, at least to me, this feels bulky when I have to hold it like this. So that is something that I would change. Other than that, like I said, I am pleasantly surprised with this bag, and I'm pleasantly surprised with this quality. I went to Melody Cecile's Instagram page to see what this looked like, in addition to me talking to Melissa Adams Wade, to figure out if this is really something I'm going to be happy with and if I should go ahead with a pre-order. Because like I said, the pre-orders, you cannot cancel the order. And also, if you did not know this, I know a lot of our lovely people in the handbag community do have a discount code with her. If you use the discount code, you cannot return an item. I'm not even talking about with pre-orders. I mean, in general, on her FAQs, when I read them initially, it does say that. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're paying attention to that and are aware, which I get it. She's a small business. It's probably a lot of things that she has to manage. And so I understand why she would have that stipulation. But I think you'll be very happy with this piece here. This is really good. I hope she does her rendition of a Lindy. That would be wonderful. So as far as packaging goes, I would say for the packaging came in a plastic wrap inside the shipping box. And then it came with a lot of, which I'll show, you'll see a video up here of kind of how it came packaged. So good. So compared to those other three companies that I purchased from, which is Brandon Blackwood, Sassy Jones, and I was about to call the man's company Darren Smith. I have no idea why I'm making up people's names. Rice Lane, New York. Out of those three, I would say as far as packaging goes, Dress Up Your Purse and Sassy Jones, A+. And then Brandon Blackwood, A. And then Bryce Lane, A-. All of them obviously got A's. So, but if I, being stickler about just like the level of detail that was paid attention to, how much was wrapped up with both of those, like I said, Sassy Jones and Dress Up Your Purse, everything was wrapped, even the little, let me show you. You see this little piece here that you use to loop into the hole? This was wrapped to that level. That's how good Sassy Jones wraps her stuff when she sends it out. All the handbag that I got wrapped to the nines. Same way with this one. So that's why it's A+. And then that's why the other one. So to be stickler, that's why I did that rating. That's my review. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, throw those down below. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. And I would encourage you to definitely try out Dress Up Your Purse. Thank you so much. Bye.